Hello and welcome to Launerin's Gamer Score and welcome to another FinFan Friday. This one should be the end of the road for this series, I believe, so let's just jump right in. Okay, so this is where we left off. We're just about to meet back up with Tifa, so let's see what's going on. Things are gonna get complicated. Come on, let's get out of here. Alright, so that exit's blocked off. Yeah, that's not happening. Don't worry. Mr. Barrett. Get out of here. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. And so begins one of my favourite sequences of the entire game. I can't wait to see this in the remake. It's going to be something. Although seemingly you do get access to the motorbike a long time before this, because we've seen Cloud on the motorbike in some of the trailers. Alright, so let's set up a party for what I know is coming and what you will see is coming very shortly. Okay, so starts this sequence. So basically we have to defend the others by taking part in a very, very simple yet incredibly complex minigame where we have to hit other bikes, very reminiscent of the old kind of Road Rash games. And with every hit, obviously, it's taking down the health of everybody that's in the truck, and with every hit I take, it's taking down Cloud's health as well. There we go. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this kind of sequence looks when it gets to the remake, whether they'll keep this kind of thing in or whether it'll change slightly. Because fact of the matter is, these roads that we're basically on now in the original game, from the sounds of things, are going to be basically fully traversable when in the remake, because from what we've kind of seen so far and what we've been told, such a weird camera angle for that bit, and what we've been told so far, it sounds like we're going to be able to explore the vast majority of Midgar. With the ability to go up to the plates, explore other sectors that you don't get to explore in this game. Here we go. This is the big boss fight that ends the Midgar section, essentially. So as far as I can work out, this will be the fight that ends the remake. So obviously we've got people set up so that they've got plenty of bolt magic at hand. Ideally, I probably should have got another bolt materia somewhere along the way. So that I could have had 3 and had them all doing bolt, just to really get through this fight really quickly. But no, we seem to be holding our own alright. Might want to pop a cure off whenever I next can, though. Ooh, definitely. You haven't got it, have you? There we go. So both Red and Barrett have got the cure and the all materia attached to it, which means I can heal my entire party. Because this particular enemy does have a lot of attacks that kind of hit your whole party and hit them hard. Luckily there's only one of him, so I just need to keep hitting him with bolts. Yeah, another twin burner. Another bolt then. Oh, there we go. That's that done. So that actually leads us to the next big question, I suppose. I mean, are we going to be ending this section with them on this bit of road? Are we going to end it with something else? There are some people saying that it's also going to include the calm section of the game, which is essentially the next village that you visit once you leave Midgar. Saying that it might contain that as a bit of story as well. Me personally, I'm thinking they stand around on this bit of road for ages after killing the big sentry bot thing. Obviously somebody would have turned up if they were still being chased, so obviously they're no longer being chased. Why not use the car, go and find a way down, and then you can drive places then rather than walking everywhere. But no, instead we climb down this hook, and here it is. One of the kind of theories that we've had with some people that I've spoken to is basically there'll be this bit here where we're all about to leave Midgar, and it'll just be a kind of a case of the camera will pan round from Midgar and it'll show the plains outside Midgar and kind of leading off into the distance, and then maybe like calm far in the distance, and it's just kind of like a big cinematic shot, and then maybe a little teaser of what's coming next in the next game. Let's go. So yeah, there's a couple of theories floating around on how it's going to end. I'll stick with Barrett and Red. So basically, in this, you leave Midgar, which now gives us the option to save whenever we want. So there we go. So there's Calm in the distance. So obviously, this world map not very detailed, but in the remake, obviously, there's a lot more detail, some of which we've already seen, kind of this barren wasteland outside Midgar, both in the trailers for the remake and in some of the scenes in the Advent Children feature film, based on the events after Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the game. Obviously things have been a little bit difficult recently, because Square Enix were, as any fan of the series has probably already seen, they were worried that they might not be able to get the distribution out in time, so they've actually started shipping out copies of the game early, so that they can try and make sure that people have them on the release date. But it does mean that some people are actually going to have them either delivered to them or be made available to them before the release date. Personally, I've cancelled my physical copy and I've gone digital with it, which I'm a little bit disappointed with, but I just wanted to make sure that I had the game. But yeah, so hopefully it won't be disappointing, and hopefully they've stayed true to kind of the pillar of this game, and hopefully it'll live up to every expectation that we have of it and fill the boots of its predecessor, Final Fantasy VII, which was a big game, meant a lot to a lot of people, and now finally, over 2 decades later, we're going to see what the game would be like if it was massive. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I suppose all that's left to do now is say that I've been saying kind of all through these videos that the remake's looking to be, I think at some point I said it was going to be about 30 hours, 40 hours. I think at one point I was even banging on that it could be about 60 hours worth of gameplay. To do the Midgar section of the game, which we've just done in 4 hours and 22 minutes. So effectively they're making the game 10 times longer than it already is, and I have no idea just what they're going to fill that with, but I think it's going to be spectacular. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.